Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is October the 2nd, and it is a waning, a gibbous moon. The moon just is moving out of Aries. So we have a couple of things going on today that I just want to briefly speak about. And that is the moon is square Jupiter, Venus, which took place at 10:10, or will take place at 10:10 this morning. Venus enters Virgo at 3:36 this afternoon. Moon is square of Pluto about 6:52 p.m. this evening, and Moon conjuncts Mars at 11. I made the Moon in Aries video, and I briefly want to explain again that the Aries, or the ram shape of Aries, is actually the Eye of Horus symbol that looks like, you know what it looks like. Of course, it looks like ram horns if you're looking at it in that term of symbolism. And please bear with me today. The ram signifies astrologically Christ as being the lamb. But when you take it into a energetic concept, or and a physical concept, the pineal gland now is the Joseph, which sits, of course, inside of the ram's head, which is what the moon in Aries was about, the pineal gland. Today, Venus enters Virgo. Venus is the planet of love. Virgo is the representation of the Virgin Mary, Mother Mary. And do you see my connection yet? The Joseph and Mary connection. The marriage between, and union between Joseph and Mary gives birth to spiritual life, physical life. The Pituitary Gland is Mary. When these two glands are functioning, which completes our endocrine system, we have health, we have vitality, we have life. It affects 7 major endocrine glands. We have the pituitary, the pineal, we have the thyroid, we have the thymus, the adrenal, the pancreas, the ovaries, and the testes. It's also our 7 chakras. So we have been activating and balancing our 7 main chakras. Now it is, the crown area is going to be the very last part of our activation. So everything within the crown will begin to coordinate back to our lower chakra system and work its way back up to the pituitary and the pineal gland connection, along with other minor major chakra systems that a lot of people don't know about, like the Bindu, the Alta Major, that I have spoken about in my other videos, that create that diamond crown. So there's that tapping into process that I speak about and often say. We tap into the pineal gland, we tap into the pituitary gland, we tap into the bindu, we tap into the alta major, we tap into the thymus, all of that. And when all of these centers are open and activated and allowing light to enter through it, we have to go back to another center again that coordinates with those centers until it makes its way back up and makes a connection. So I spoke about a long time ago as well, is that rainbow bridge begins to emit light from the pineal to the pituitary. And it's a process of allowing light in gradually. Light in gradually. I mean, if we were to actually have everything done in a zap, open and activated all at once, that would be a lot on us, our system, our mind, everything. Our bodies would feel it, and we would go literally insane or become extremely ill and think we were actually dying. And actually, I've read some stories where, that has happened, and people, the most worst outcomes come out of it. So it's not a process that we really want. We should want this time-consuming or flow state of process because it gives it to us in a gradual state where we can have time to process. So that's what's taking place today with this Venus, the Venus in Virgo. The pituitary gland is receiving this light. And I was going to read this article about this, and I might just limit it to this because of where I'm at today. Mentally, I don't have that connection yet, and this has been going on for about 3 days or so, off and on throughout the day, where I feel just a little out of body, kind of. But so what's going to take place today is you might be feeling disoriented. You might feel foggy. You might feel triggered in your relationships. Or there might be arguments going on because now our endocrine system is trying to catch up. We're receiving light. Hormones are trying to balance more so. So you could feel heaviness in this upper chest area where your thymus is. You can have tenderness in your thyroid gland and feel the need to have that intense cough or purging right through there. I know I have. You might feel nauseous, have the need to, expel that way. You may have digestion issues of all kinds right now as the balancing act is taking place. Could be in the bathroom all the time. And the opposite can take effect as well, depending on how you already are. So if you're somebody who is always constipated, you could be the opposite. If you're somebody who's always going to the bathroom, you could be the opposite. There's no right and wrong here. It's just the way that your body has already been working. And it goes from that. It might not even change. It might be very subtle that you don't even know about. So you might be really tired, or you might have tons of energy. You might be extremely hungry, or you might not be hungry at all. Extreme thirst or lack of thirst. I know I haven't been hungry or thirsty. I've been actually thinking, I'm like, wow, I haven't even been wanting any water because I feel so replenished. And I don't really get hungry I haven't been getting hungry at all, but I at least have my meals. I am eating. I'm not saying I'm starving myself or anything like that. But I don't have that sense of hunger. Probably not until 9 o'clock at night, I think, is when that hunger pain comes. And I just have a light snack. So that is something that's really changed. And if you are a woman who has a menstrual cycle or is still going through that type, your periods may go away or come back, or they could be heavy, or they could be very light. But you could be experiencing abdominal issues right there, regardless, through this time, and back pain or discomfort and tightness. One thing you might also be experiencing is the feeling of the firming and the toning of your body right now, because this balancing act that has been taking place for some time now, it is giving us life. It is giving us that balance, and it is toning up our skin, toning up our muscles, and you might begin to feel yourself getting thinner or in more shape without change in your diet or exercise. And this is something that I have expressed a long time ago, that when you trust the process, regardless of what it is, if you trust that process, especially with this, your spiritual growth, that the light will in time get you to the weight that you are supposed to be at. Because especially when we are beginning our process, we might either gain weight abruptly or lose weight very fast in the beginning. And it just works that way for certain people. I know I gained about 20 pounds, and it seemed like I did it within an entire month. I know it was a little gradual, like 5 pounds here and 5 pounds there, but it came on, and I was a very active individual for a couple of years prior to this taking place, and for it to come on that way really set me back and had me so confused. And I got to a point where I said, well, if this is the way it's supposed to be, God, and this is the way it's going to be, and I'm going to trust it. And I know that because you have been working with me, as long as I have faith, in time it will get back to where it's supposed to be. And of course, as I began to learn more about the process, light expands. It has to expand us to make space, because we are so heavy, so dense, and the light comes in and has no more room to go in, because you've already taken on so much density within yourself with your negative emotions, negative thoughts, and all of your limitations and your past pain and built up karma and all that stuff. So light expands, and it expands in certain areas where it is necessary for the deepest cleansing. And it also is in relationship. How much light you receive is also in relationship to the type of purpose. And it doesn't mean that because someone gains 50 pounds and you gain 10, that the purpose is insignificant to the other, or one is better than the other. That's not what I'm saying. There's more work. There's work on both ends, and everything is important and significant. It's just what I have read about, and it's just like our process of losing weight. Some people will lose weight quickly, and some people will take time. Or it's the same people can be doing the same program, and some people will lose 20 pounds and the other will only lose 5. It's just the way it is. And again, it's not to compare or not to make judgment and say one's greater than the other. It's how it is. And of course, it's how you chose it to be. So I hope this video helps in understanding where we currently are. I will be working on another video today because we have entered into a void period, and I will explain what that means. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.